Hi there. I was just watching a collaboration video with Art of the Cheshire Cat. They did the crackle or dragon scale effect this time. I think there's like 6 of them. Um, Petra, Nicole, I think Leanne joined them this time. I forget all the other names, but so I saw that she used some the foil flakes in the tips of her pour, and I thought that is a super cool idea. So I said, let's give that a go. I have mixed up 9 ounces of Let's Resin tabletop resin. And I'm going to try to do this right. I don't really know exactly how much to mix up to do this, um, but we'll try. We'll see what we get. I think I need 2 ounces or about 2 ounces. So that's what I'm going to use. Let's see how I did about guessing that. Pretty close, pretty close. All right, then we need our foils, which I like to use. Oops, don't get them all over the place. My tweezers. I think I need a good bit of it to make it kind of thick, right? That might be enough. Let's just leave it to the side for now. I'm also going to add some of these bits because I figured they'll weigh it down slightly. But I am concerned that when I'm dumping it into the edges, the bits will get lost. We'll see. We'll see. You know, it's always a bit of fun trying things out. Oh, I definitely think I might need more foils. Yeah, let's do a little bit more foil in there. I might have used too much resin. We'll see. I'm going to use a lot of that foil. The more you stir the foil, the more it breaks down, in case you haven't used foil before. The other thing is getting, you know, an even amount in each tip. I'm going to wait until we mix everything, though. Oops, okay. I'm going to get everything mixed together before I put that in the edge in case I need to work quickly. All right, so I figure I need about 1.5 ounces, total of 3 ounces for our mica powders. Do I need a little bit more? 9 ounces of resin, got 2 in there. That takes me down to 7, so 3.5. Yeah, I think that's about right. I just don't want to have too much clear left over or our transparent. All right, so in the first cup, I am going to use Shy. And I'm going to use a pretty good clip of it because I'm not using my usual heavy resin. This is, their tabletop resin is a high viscosity resin, so it is heavy. So it can do this effect really, really well. If you use a lower viscosity resin, you just get smaller cells, from what I've found. All right, so I want to spiff this up a little bit, give it a little pizzazz. So I also pulled out the geisha doll. The reason I don't just do the geisha doll is I don't know if you can tell. It's not super powdery. It has more like glittery type thing going on. And I find that doesn't work as well with the crackle or dragon scale effect. You want something with a little bit of weight. So we are going to add it to this. And I'm going to add a pretty good bit. Let's do 2 of those spoons. Give it a good mix up, and it should give us a really, really pretty white with some shimmer, pinkish purple shimmer. Yeah, that's super pretty. Get that mixed in really well. All right, and then I'm using Proton Purple. I'm hoping this kind of matches what we're going to put in the edge. It's always fun with the gloves to get this open. opening it off to the side in case I get any powder up in the air. Again, I'm going to use a pretty decent sized scoop of it, just like I did with the white. Give it a good mix up. Did I mention this is at room temperature? If you're using a lower viscosity resin, you can let it warm up and thicken before you start your project or start your crackle. This one is kind of neat because it doesn't have the shimmer that you normally get with the mica powder. It's more flat, like a paste. Just making sure I mixed it all the way up. All right, and I am just going to use clear for today. So now let's try to put a little in each tip. I can tell I'm not getting any glass bits in there, but that's okay. We'll save those for the end. What's cool about this is a lot of times it's hard to get that crackle to go into the tips or edges of your flower when your mold isn't a circle. So this eliminates that problem. How'd I do? Am I pretty even? I'm going back around because I have more of the foils towards the bottom, so I want to grab those and put them in the pour. All right, take that off to the side. Now I'm going to put my first transparent layer in. And then what I like to do, dropped it on the floor earlier, is come in with my heat gun and move that resin around. What it does is two things for me. It gets any bubbles out, and it also helps move the resin. All right. So that's pretty good. Now we're going to start doing our pour. I'm going to do a good chunk of the white. Going to hit it with a little transparent in between. I don't know that a lot of people do that, but this is what works for me when I do this pour. I like to put the transparent between each one that I do. Let me see how I'm doing. I'm filling the mold a lot, so I may stop here with my colors and use that for something else. And then put a little of this in the center. All right, I think that's good enough. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Hopefully it'll grow more into the tips. I've used all my white. I do have the Proton Purple left and some of this, and a little transparent, so I might pour something else real quick. I'm going to wait about 10 minutes and then I'll come through with my torch. Where's my handy dandy torch? And I'll give it a torch. I do want to wait a little bit to see if I even need to use the torch. In any event, we'll be back when it's time to unmold. Hopefully this proton purple will give us a cool effect. The white I know will. And hopefully the edges and the center will look super cool with the foils. We'll be back. All right, let's check this out. I really don't know about that purple. Was it too heavy? Was it not the right type of pigment powder? We will see how it worked out because it is the moment of truth. Hopefully we got something super, super cool. All right, here we go. Oh, wow, look at that. That is super pretty. That is so cool. I think the purple was perfect. I wish more of my center came down because using the flakes came out different. But that looks super, super cool. What a great idea to use the foil flakes at the ends. Thanks for watching.